people, we are live. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to United Team Talk. As you can see by the title, Manchester United 6, Roma 2. I repeat, Manchester United 6, Roma 2 is the Europa League semi-final, first leg, and it looks like we've booked our spot in the final. Maybe it's too soon to say, but after that second half performance, I know every United fan around the globe is buzzing. I'm here with the bros, Jesse and Jax. How you lot doing?
Very well, very good.
Jesse, how you feeling, man?
Very good, very happy.
Got a big smile on your face. It was a bit nervy, but we got the job done. Guys, as you guys are coming in, make sure you smash the like button, smash it for Oli, smash it for the boys, and always remember, hashtag Glazers out. You cannot forget it. Obviously, the protest is happening on Sunday, right before the Liverpool game. If you guys can get down to Old Trafford, make sure you do, because we can't forget the bigger picture. But today, we're going to focus on the game. Like I said, Man United 6, Roma 2. After a shaky first half, we pulled it through. We're going to take it back, though. The lineup, obviously, I think most of us predicted this lineup. He went with his trusted Scott and Fred. Jax, what was your thoughts on the lineup? Was you happy with it, or I think you said you wanted Mason to start, or has your mind changed in hindsight?
In hindsight, I mean, ideally, I'm one of those people I like to analyze the game first to see how it pans out. I would have liked to see Mason start, but remember, I've been pretty occupied recently, so I've not really watched a lot of games with Pogba playing on the left. So I don't know how well he's been playing. I've only heard how well he's been playing. So yeah, I just wanted to see how the game will pan out. And you know, as the game planned out, even when we were losing, as you guys will know, I was very confident that we'll win. And win by a margin as well.
Yeah. Jesse, first half, great start, man. That goal, as Jack said, Ollie's style of play. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Pogba sourcing as always. 1-2. No, was it Pogba to Bruno?
It was Pogba
to Cavani
to Bruno, and then great finish by Bruno, and then the frailties shine through once again. That back four, obviously the penalty. I don't really want to talk about that because I think Jack said there's a bit of his hands a bit too high. I heard he was moaning about, but
no,
listen,
all I said is I'm not surprised.
It's unlucky, man. Like he said in his post-match, he can't really tackle. Like he's just part of one of those players where tackling is not his best forte. Like Scholes back in the day, his tackling was shocking. But he was a great player. So yeah, they pulled it back 1-1, and then that second goal. Talk to me, Jesse, man. The defense. I know we've had group chats. I mean, you know, the conversations in the group chats talking about this defense can win the league. They showed it once again that the positioning, the concentration. Talk to me, man.
You know what? You know we've actually scored a lot of goals this season.
Yeah.
I don't think scoring goals is not a problem for Manchester United. As you like to say, Jay, as well. We always score goals. But to win the big trophies such as the Premier League, Champions League, you have to have a good defense. Like I never worried that we all score goals, but it's that defense. That defense is shambolic. Like it is absolutely shambolic. Like I don't care what anyone says. I really don't care what anyone says. I think both Maguire and Lindelof are. That is setting us up to fail in the defense. I'm sorry. And Wan-Bissaka's best. There's, as Jax likes to say, there's too much weaknesses in the back four. And as a back four to win the league, you can't have that much weaknesses. I'm sorry. And it's poor. So today I saw when people say there's no style, there's definitely a style. The reason why I say that is because when we do get through the middle, like for example the goal for Bruno, I'm not surprised we scored that type of goal because we've scored those type of goals this season as well. Like I said it last season. We always go. That's the intricacy. Like the intricacy. Yes, we've done it last season post lockdown. Like there's definitely a style when we go through the middle. Like when we're in our game and that, I'm confident we'll score from them. So and a shout out to Cavani. I just know he's changed. I think he's changed our season in terms of the way we play. Because when he wasn't playing, we kept questioning the style of football. We were not crossing the ball. There's no hold up play. There's no movement up top. There's no crosses and getting into the box. So he's a big change for me, man. I've always
Yeah,
loved Cavani in my opinion. So
that's
yeah,
true. We know that. That second goal we conceded though, who
yeah.
was at fault? Because obviously Xhaka again, he gets his complimentary goal against United.
Maguire's at fault. Hey, did you try to play some off? Fam, what was you
Yeah,
trying to do? You're just giving him more space to cross the ball. What are you doing?
I'll say the two players was it McTominay and Lindelof that were just watching that guy on the left just bring it and bring it and bring it.
Yeah.
Like I get if you're jockeying, if it was 1v1, there's two of you. One of you drops and then one of you has to attack him. And both of you were just watching him doing his thing, and then the ball breaks, gets to the other side, and that reverse pass, Fred. I mean, the guy just ran off him. Like you said, Maguire tries to step up, but then Luke Shaw is at the back, playing everyone on side. Can't sit back, and Dzeko
Oh
gets
yeah,
a
another thing, Jay. You know how they got the penalty and that. First things first, Wan-Bissaka, what kind of throw was that?
You know
Hey,
how
that
many
was
times
dead. I
I've said
saw
about throw-ins? I just
What
don't
was
get
that?
why
You
we
basically
struggle.
set them up to go on the attack. And over a majority of people, he's throwing it to Fred on that side when there's two. Oh my goodness, know your players.
Yeah, man. Jax, what do you think about that second goal conceded? Again, a category of errors by individual players, as you always like to say.
Yeah, as I've always said, whenever this team is exposed, the defense is exposed, we see the obvious weaknesses, and that's exactly what we saw. And if the game continued the way it was going, I was very confident we'll score a lot of goals, but I think we would have conceded even more. I think the injuries to the guy who's playing on the left, I forgot his name. He was a loss of the
Was it
goal
Pellegrini?
thing. It wasn't Pellegrini. I think Pellegrini was it Pellegrini.
Pellegrini,
Maybe.
his name
Okay,
was
there was a guy on the left. He got injured and came off.
No, because it was Pellegrini,
No,
Dzeko, and
Pellegrini
it was
scored a
Perez.
goal.
It was Perez. It was Perez.
I think it
Pellegrini
was
scored
Perez.
10.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was the guy Jerry just said. He
Yeah.
was causing us problems, and he would have continued causing us problems for a very long time if he stayed on. And that's the issue with Man United. You know, we were attacking quite well, but then that meant we left spaces in behind. It also meant that at times the defense were exposed 1-1 situations, and they can't defend against it.
Yeah.
So, you know, whilst today everyone's excited and I'm excited we won, every time I see that situation immerse, I just know that we're very susceptible to concede. The goal that we conceded, I agree with Jerry. Scott McTominay and Lindelof, one of you has to engage. One of you has to make the tackle. And also, Fred, I know he would get a lot of the blame for the goal, as the guys in the commentary box were saying. I disagree.
It was a good pass. It was a great pass.
I disagree because people talk as if they don't play the game. When I position myself in Fred's situation, what Fred could see in front of him was a guy who was pulling out towards a D kind of thing. He has to be aware of that guy because if he's not aware of that guy's free for a clean shot. Kind of thing. So I look to Lindelof and I look to Maguire to say, well, you guys can see this guy making a run inside. Why on earth is Maguire trying to play offside when this guy's made a run inside? It's complete.
It don't make no sense.
It's complete garbage. It's just horrible defending.
It's happened a lot this
To
year.
be honest, though, to be devil's advocate, if Luke Shaw pushed up with them, the guy would have been offside.
Well, the ifs and buts. You don't.
No,
you
but
don't,
he doesn't
you
know
don't,
that's
you don't
gonna
push
happen.
up. Like exactly, you can't anticipate a push up like that. You don't push up. You only push up when you are. You push up as a team, but in them situations, you only push up when you know you're the last man, kind of thing. If that makes sense, or you already looked at the line and said, I need to push up. I need to gamble here." That's what he did. He gambled, and it didn't pay off, and it was stupid. So for me, Maguire was more at fault than Fred.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a captain. He's not a leader. He's not a leader. He's actually not a leader. Does not do what he does.
I don't want to criticize him too much. Like I think he's got leadership qualities. I just don't think he's great, and I think he's got too many obvious weaknesses.
And we've conceded a lot of crosses, man. We've conceded a lot of crosses with Maguire and Lindelof. Just like Sevilla when they knocked us out crosses. Like, it's a joke. Look, even your last goal. Remember the last goal? Look at what how could you let De Jong against Sevilla?
Sevilla.
How could you let him get in front of? Even in FA Cup semi-final, Giroud. Look, it's too many times.
It's true, man. He's not agile enough to adjust his body.
Yeah, but those are the things that make the difference between winning games, winning finals, winning semi-finals. Those little details. Those details matter. You need proper, good centre backs, good strikers to win the league. Good base. And that's what doesn't make me feel comfortable about winning some games.
Anyway, we go into the half-time 2-1 down. I jumped on my boy Usman's stream. Obviously, I think he's live right now. He was a bit worried about second half, but I always knew we would score. It was just about not conceding that third goal, because for me, a third goal would have been like it's a myth. But shout out to Harry in the chat, Cavani, man, that equalizer. A big shout out to
What a
Bruno,
finish.
because that pass, it looked like it bubbled up a little bit. I don't know if he meant that or it just happened, but that finish first time, top bins, man. Jesse talks about Cavani, like you said, that's your boy. He's got 2 today. That
He's on
pass
form.
again to Mason, like,
He's
can
on
this
form.
convince him? Can this convince him to stay? Like, he might think, maybe we have a chance next year, or do you think?
You know what? I kind of felt sorry for him because obviously the injury. Because a fit Cavani is always going to score goals. Always going to score goals. Just he may miss some chances, but because he's such a world-class striker, he's always going to get chances because of his positioning, his ability, his work rate, his mentality. Like I've always liked the guy. He's got the mentality. He's a striker. He is a striker. He can't play left wing. He can't play right wing. He's a striker, and his movement is. That's why I said he's been so. He's been our best signing, obviously this summer, because like we ain't got a striker like him. Like
That's
apart
true.
from maybe Lukaku and Zlatan, like we ain't Rashford and Greenwood. I'm not. I don't. They're still learning their trade. They're not strikers. We ain't got time for that. And Cavani, his movement, he could header. We're crossing the ball more. He's changed the way we played, mentality, everything, man. I just wish he was more fit to play more games, because it would have benefited us, in my opinion. So
Obviously, you got the equalizer and then the third goal to take us in the lead.
Always anticipating.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka.
Always anticipating. If that's Martial Rashford, they probably would have not even been in the box. They'll probably come on the left-hand side.
Again, Bruno finding Wan-Bissaka on the right. Great shot, I'll say. And Cavani, like he says, sniffing the danger. He says, thank you very much. Makes it 3-2. And then the penalty, man. Obviously, we didn't see it in real time. But Chris Smalling takes out Cavani. Them ones when FIFA, you don't know how you've conceded a pen. They showed the replay. And Jesse, I don't know why you had any doubts about Bruno taking this pen.
No, you know what, yeah. Another thing I want to say, see, this is what Cavani it's needed. He makes the run near post.
Yeah,
if that's any of our strikers, they're not even gonna be there. They're not.
That is facts.
They're not gonna be there. Hey, a striker is very key if he leaves. You know? I'm actually deep in it. It's very key if he leaves.
Yeah.
So yeah, credit to Cavani as well. For getting in front of Smalling, and
Bruno sticks it away. Jack's
Bruno
gonna bring you in here. Pogba gets the next goal. Obviously, you said you didn't really see him on the left. From watching him today, what's your thoughts on him going forward, or do you think he has to drop back into midfield going forward, that end of the season and whatnot?
I've had many debates about Pogba for the past 4 years, and one of the key things I've always said about Pogba is I think he's missed a trick in his career. I think he should have always pushed to be an attacking midfielder. And so him playing on the left is initially was strange to me, because it's like, well, I know you can play on the left, but he's not exactly the quickest, or etc. etc. But what I saw today, the execution is it can work for a very long time as long as the left back provides the width. So even though he's playing on the left, he's not really on the left per se. He's on the left side of the pitch, but he's not touchline. He's basically like an inside forward, or inside number 10. Basically, that's what it looks like. If that's the case, then I can think he can and should play there. As the game commenced, I looked at the front four and I said, "There's no way we can't score 2-3 goals. You can't have Pogba, Bruno, Cavani, Rashford on the pitch and not score 2-3 goals. Something's wrong in that sense." And that's what I mean by having great players. You know, that's what I analyze. People talk a lot about systems, and that's when things go wrong. That's what they focus on. But for me, it wasn't about the system. I looked at the 4 players and I said they are going to score, because that's what quality players do.
Yeah, sick front four. Rashford. What's your thoughts on his performance today? It still looks like he's playing injured for me. His decision making again today. He had a few opens, but his up here was just a bit behind. Like I said, Jesse, is it time for him to have a much needed rest with playing? Now we play Pogba, Cavani, Greenwood, or do you think we still need to play him on the right?
I analyze how many games. We've got about 5 games left in the Prem.
Yeah, and hopefully 2 more in the Europa League.
and 2 more. So what? That's 7 games altogether. So
Yeah.
Rash, like, he does stay wide a bit. Which is good because sometimes you need to provide that width. And today he was doing some crosses that it was decent crosses, but the keeper came out. I just feel like he's playing with an injury definitely, but I feel like I even predicted this lineup. Like, he's not the greatest on the right. We all know that, but he still brings something. Like, he still brings pace. Remember on the counter, he still provides movement. That's just that. See, that just shows to me how rubbish Martial is. Like, he not how rubbish is, but he can't play alongside. He can't play on the right. Like, how could you not play on the right? Like, you're a winger. Like, Martial did not start his career as a striker. He was a winger. At Monaco, he was playing left wing, not striker. So, like, I won't get too like hard on Rashford. Like, he didn't have the best of games, but would I say I prefer him than Greenwood at the moment? Because Greenwood is good coming on. Let's be honest as well.
That was my next point. Like,
He's good coming on.
In the last, like, I remember post lockdown, he came into the team and he was contributing a lot, and it looks like he's doing it this season at the back end of the season. I call him Money Mace because right now, like that goal, obviously, let's admire the pass by Cavani outside of the boot, the quality, and Mason. Jack said, like, I had no doubts. He had no doubts. Left foot, right foot.
We have to give credit to that touch, because I can't lie. If that was
Rashford,
because even when we
hold on, let's not do that because Rashford's had many great touches when he scored.
No. Let's not do that. Let's say
and Greenwood has had many touches where he kicks it off and he's out. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, man. I don't think that's fair. Like, I know Rashford done that during the game. There was a time where his touch was a bit off, but he's had many great touches where he set him off to score great goals.
Actually, there's a difference.
I really don't like when people do that, man. I don't know when people do that. It's like you pick up on one player's positive and you compare it to another player's negative. That's not fair.
Actually, I won't criticize Rashford on that because you know why?
His touch has been good this season.
You see because it was on Greenwood's left, that touch, so he had to shift it on the left. And then he was running towards
the touch on the right hand. The touch was great, but I've seen that touch could have went left as well. We would have done it a few times this season where his touch is taking him out a bit wide. So I just think it was a great touch. Just in regards to Jerry's question, I still think Rashford should start on the right. I think he didn't have a great game, but it wasn't a bad game per se. His decision making is a bit sometimes immature, but he's still a top player. I'll still start him on the right for the meantime. Greenwood, you can't judge Greenwood relative to Rashford because Greenwood hasn't been started with that front three, and so we don't really know if he would do the same job. It could have been the other way around where Greenwood starts, he doesn't play great, and then Rashford comes on and then he, sometimes when you're the substitute, it's a shock for the defender.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so
another player I want to focus on. I've criticized his performances during the season, but his numbers is becoming scary. It's becoming scary. And let me just confirm how many he scored. Obviously, that's just the league, fam. Like, Bruno, I think he's got 20 plus goals, 24, 20. I don't know now. Like
25, 26, around them ones.
Even when he scored the first goal, when he did that celebration, I was like, yes, like I like that character. He was like, I'm here, like I need to step up, and today he did. I think Bruno. Why I criticize him because I think he can be like a legend at this club. I'm not even joking. I really think.
I feel like he's already on a path there.
On the way, yeah. Like he started so sick. Like, I think if he continues this, if he stays for like 5, 6, 7 years, we will not forget Bruno Fernandes, fam. And today, he had everything. The passing, the tracking back. Even like you said, there was the time he was playing left back because Pogba. We managed the game. He was even started counter attacks. He made the right passes like in the middle of the pitch. Great assist to Cavani. Great penalty. Great goal. How far?
You know what? You see players like Bruno. Okay, the two players, Bruno and Cavani. Them lot, they might miss. Cavani might miss chances. Bruno might do a misplaced pass, this, that. But they will always get goals, assists, because they've got the mentality.
That's one of the best points you've ever made.
26 goals, 16 assists.
they'll always be
They will
good because
always
they
pick up numbers.
because they've got the mentality. They don't give up. They'll keep
Yes.
going. They'll still keep trying. Those are the players you need to win the league. You need
Yes.
those type of characters in your team.
Absolutely.
I couldn't agree
It doesn't
more.
stem from the manager. That's just them. You sometimes you just need that. You get.
I mean,
So
this is
I'm
it.
proud of Bruno.
What you've just said is absolutely true. Now, Bruno has become my favorite United player. Why? Because he epitomizes what I expect from Manchester United football player. He's got a mentality. He's not there, hiding behind his manager who takes a criticism. He's there doing the stuff and getting the results, right? Sometimes he might not play well, but ultimately he keeps going, works hard, and he's got quality. It's not just about how hard he works. He's got the quality to back it up as well. And that's why the numbers are the numbers that they are. Those are the kind of players that I want at Man United. Those are the players that take responsibility so that they don't just sit and hide behind the manager and blame the manager for everything that goes wrong.
See, that's the difference with Martial. He don't have it. He don't have it.
Listen, we're
He don't have it.
not to be negative,
Mentality.
but
Everyone knows he's a good player. Everyone knows he's a talented player, but the mentality is not there. He needs to work harder. He needs to not just lazy rubbish. I don't like it, man. Like Rashford,
Those kind of players like Martial, because he's a quality footballer, will always have moments. Always have moments. But that's not good enough for Man United Football Club. We don't need moments. We don't need moments. We need consistency at the high level. And I've said this again. This goes back to all my analysis I've made in the previous years. If Man United want to be back to where we are, we don't need players that are quality that will give us 9 out of 10 one game and then 2 out of 10 the next game. We need quality players that will give us 6, 7 out of 10 every single game. And even when they're not playing well, they're still adding something to the game, whether it's energy, whether it's tracking back. That's the only way Man United can go back. We don't need a whole bunch of players that have one obvious strength and then they give us 2 out of 10 and then 9 out of 10 the next game. I don't need that.
Speaking of, like Cavani, I see all these comments. He really wants him to stay next year. Because
I really
do.
Bro,
because
I said we should have got this guy years ago.
Yeah, I know, but this is circumstances. But like Ollie's saying, he hasn't even heard Old Trafford like with fans and that. Like, imagine today. Imagine today with the fans there singing his name. He would be gassed, fam. So
listen, Cavani's always been cold. Even his Napoli days. I remember Napoli.
Yeah, Napoli. I remember. I was thinking, who's this guy, fam, with the hair? He was going big goals.
I was sad when he even went PSG.
Probably the best movement I've seen in any striker.
Yeah, that's a striker's movement.
He misses a lot of chances. Don't get it twisted, but because his movement's so good,
that's
because he works
movement.
so hard. Yeah, and he works so his movement is one of the best. His finishing is pretty good. He misses a lot of chances, but that's what strikers do. A lot of strikers miss chances. That's what they do. But the movement is so great, they always get them.
I don't want to take a negative turn, but halftime Ollie out was actually trending. Now, for me,
I
think
is very stupid.
I think that's so ridiculous, man. Like,
absolutely ridiculous.
Like United fans, I fall under it sometimes as well. I think we're too reactionary. Like, I know this is the business end of the season. It's just 2-1. And watching the game, if you analyze the game.
Well, a lot of fans don't analyze games. They're stupid and fickle. That's the fact. And that's why I get so frustrated. Like, they don't actually watch the football and understand the football. They look for any excuse to have a go at the manager. It's stupid. And we've been doing it for so many years. Like, when are you going to wake up and realize that football's not just about one man who just gives you he gives you the platform to play. But what happens in the 90 minutes? Yes, you can make some changes. But what really goes on is those 22 men on the pitch. Like, you know, I don't understand.
Stupid. Look at City. Are you gonna blame Pep that they were 1-0 down at half time? It's a joke.
It's so stupid.
People don't understand football. It's a joke.
It's like, how can you give credit to the manager? Complete credit. Managers deserve credit. Managers deserve criticisms. You can always talk about things that are done wrong. That's fine, but don't go into the game hoping for any opportunity to have a go at the manager. That's a new generation of football fans.
You got to analyze the game for what
it is. Exactly what it is.
Definitely the players, because I'm sure Ollie doesn't like always conceding first.
It's
the players.
He says it in his interviews. He says, I don't know why they keep starting slow. Like, why they starting slow? He says, I wanted to play faster. Right? It's not Ole that played an outside boot pass from Cavani's foot to Greenwood to score that goal. That's just a quality player making a quality decision. These are men. I don't know why we treat players as kids and everything is about the manager. I get really frustrated. That's why I seem to be defending Ole all the time, because it's like, what do you lot want? What do you lot want? Another manager will come in, we do the same thing again. Any opportunity to have to go to the manager, we'll say Jose, Ole, what's the other one? Van Gaal will always have something to say. Relax.
Yeah. Yeah, let's move on to a positive because for me, obviously, if we're not in the final yet, but it feels like we made a massive step to get in there. Now I don't want to look too far ahead, but I think the possibility of Pogba and Cavani leaving is starting to worry me because I think we need to keep those two, bro.
Jax,
Like,
Jerry, listen,
because they could leave. They
Jerry,
both could leave.
listen, Pogba is not going nowhere. Because
Listen,
listen, these Pogba rumors have it's been like 2-3 years, and he hasn't gone nowhere. So
no, but
I don't.
this is different because he's going to his last year. This is a huge
I know
somewhat.
what
Like, we
Pogba.
need to get it
I
right.
know what Pogba. Listen, Ollie's got. He's building
It's
a
not
team
about Oli.
here.
It's about Pogba. It's not about Oli.
Pogba ain't leaving. He's gonna. You know what?
I
I know
hope he
why.
don't.
I know why. I understand why he hasn't signed it yet. Because I feel like he's waiting to see if we win the trophy and obviously finish second or third. Because if it's true, if I'm Pogba now, if we don't win Europa League, let's say we get to the final and we losing that, and we just finished second or third, like that's not enough. Do you get it? So yeah, Cavani's one is different because like Cavani, he only signed a 1-year contract, isn't it? So I hope he stays, but we'll have to wait and see. But listen, everything's good now. Let's not talk about Pogba. Listen, Pogba Logic now, he's not leaving. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
And plus, he's gonna buy Pogba for 150 million with this COVID. It's not gonna happen.
Unless PSG come knocking.
Yeah, I think PSG could
and
afford
if
it.
I have to be brutally honest, even though I do want Pogba to stay. If PSG came calling for me and I was Pogba, and I was going into my last 3 years of my career, the only way I'll stay at Man United is if I look at the signings that they're going to buy and I actually believe in those signings. And I wanted to see a centre back. I wanted to see a DM that allows me to push further forward without having to track back. That's the only way I'll stay at Man United.
That's true.
Otherwise, if you give me the opportunity to go play for a team that, you know, with my ability can potentially win the Champions League, that's where I'm going. There's the opportunity to play for Mbappe, who I play with in the French
Listen, Jerry,
team.
I'm telling
the
you.
opportunity. Let me finish, Jesse. The opportunity to play with Neymar. The opportunity to play with Verratti instead of Fred. I would take it in a heartbeat and enjoy my football before I retire.
Yeah. Listen, we don't want to get too excited because it's not confirmed, but 6-2 win. I mean, they have to score what 4 goals.
It's confirmed. It's confirmed. It's confirmed.
I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
people.
It's a funny game. It's a funny game, but
it's confirmed. All right, I can bet you if Man United go out, I'll give you £1,000. If Man United win,
I'm not saying.
if Man United, well, no, let me finish. If Man United win, you give me 50. Would you do that bet?
Because I think it's confirmed.
But guaranteed, man. It's
I want to see. I want to see it in the confirmed. Man United are in the fan. I want to see we're playing.
You can never confirm something unless it's confirmed in it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
right
now I'm not gonna get too excited because next week I want to full time whistle. Man United are in the final. May was it 26? We're there. Listen,
it's true. It's true. But we're there, guys. Come on, we're there, man.
It's a huge step. Credit to Oli and the boys, man. They really turned up second half. That was
I liked Ollie's passion today. Even when he was excited.
Yeah, I told you.
You know what? Because the boys have let him down so many times. They have. I'm telling you.
Very true.
They've let him down too many times, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't keep doing this Ollie agenda. Like everyone needs to relax. Like fam. Like there's the first half. 5 minutes we scored, and now Ollie out trending second half. It's stupid.
That makes me so sick.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
It's stupid, man.
It's so stupid. That's human nature. That's human nature. People behave that way.
Quick word on Arsenal, babe.
I'm really annoyed that they scored the penalty because
what makes it. Yeah,
I there's some things that happen that is unexplainable, and the only way to explain it actually is that this is dodgy. So they had VAR. That pen. Someone who's professional actually saw that and said that's a penalty.
Unbelievable.
You know what?
That is crazy to me.
You have
That is
sympathy for the other
crazy.
teams that are losing. I deep it.
Nah,
You know that they do.
nah.
You know why? Because if it was, I'm telling you, if it wasn't 2-0 and they had 10 men, they would have never got that penalty.
I don't understand that. I think that's cheating. I feel
They
like
want to
that,
make the game.
that's true.
I think
Yeah,
those things need to look at.
It's
I
true,
think
Jerry.
Jeffrey
I'm
has a
alive.
point. You
It's
see,
true.
they're trying
They
to make
have
the game more.
sympathy.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
too
have
what is that?
sympathy.
Yeah.
They're
The
thinking,
game.
"Wow, I can't get this decision wrong. This, that." They're losing 2-0. They'll ride. Fam, it gets into their heads. I'm
I
telling you.
heard that, but that doesn't make it right, and I think that's
Yeah,
wrong.
that's what I'm saying. We all
And the
know
fact
that's
that
not
Arsenal
right.
actually have a chance to go and score one and keep a clean sheet,
Yeah.
and then they're through. After the game, I saw the highlights. I saw the highlights. They should have got banged.
Yeah, 3-4.
But yeah, they might still get banned. But to be fair, I fancy either Arsenal or Villarreal in the final anyway. So
Yeah, we'll see who we get. Hopefully, yeah, man, guys, listen, 6-2 win. You can't complain. Obviously, Roma. Every time they come OT, is just a smacking every single time. I don't think they
shout out
want to.
Smalling, welcome back.
Yeah, man.
No,
You
no,
know,
no,
like
shout
he's-
out.
six,
Man's
six.
bare
You know what?
clapping and that.
He played dead. I can't.
Yeah.
Like most of their goals, it was his fault, man. Like most of our goals, I mean. But yeah, shout out to Smalling. Played there 10 years, man. Good to see him again. Shout out to Mkhitaryan as well.
Great
Yeah, man.
pass.
So guys, listen, 6-2 win. Can't complain. Obviously, the big one on Sunday, Manchester United versus Liverpool. Preview should be out. Not out. We should be going live tomorrow to talk quickly about that game. Obviously, like I said, the protest, it looks like it's happening Sunday, 2 p.m. Trinity statue. If you guys can get down to Old Trafford, keep it going. Always remember, Glazers out. Hashtag. That should be trending, not Ollie out. We're losing focus of the bigger picture. Yeah. The common enemy is the Glazers. Whether you're Ollie in or Ollie out, Glazers out each and every time. Shout out to Harry in the chat. He says Smalling wanted to score against United. Unfortunately, couldn't do it. But yeah, man, guys, we're gonna wrap up there. Gonna ask the bros. It's gonna be a tough one, but Jax, man of the match today.
I'm gonna go for. Oh, I'm gonna go for Cavani or Bruno. I'm gonna go for Bruno. It's a very tough one. It's literally neck and neck, but I'll go for Bruno. I'll go for Bruno mainly because who scored the third goal?
Cavani.
Cavani.
I'm gonna go for Cavani then. Whoever puts us 3-2 up.
He
and
got
made
us the equalizer as well.
Who?
Cavani. It was 2-1
Yeah, so-
done. He
so-
got the equalizer.
Yeah, so it goes to Cavani for me. Definitely.
Change the game. Jesse, you agree or you're going somewhere else?
Of course, I agree. The
Of
way
course,
I
yeah. What kind of
analyze,
question is
no,
that, man?
no, it's not even just that.
What kind of
I
question
analyze,
is that, man?
I
He's not asking
analyze-
him. Come on, man.
No. Obviously, Bruno played well in that, but I analyze how the goals were scored as well. So the first goal to Bruno's goal, what an assist! Like the weight of the pass with his left foot as well.
And the
Like
finish
I was
by
surprised.
Bruno. And the finish by Bruno.
They finished by Bruno, but I was thinking, raw is like I didn't expect that. I can't lie, I did not expect that pass to go to Bruno because I think is the defender gonna get there. It was a good pass of the weight of pass. Then obviously the second goal, great finish. Like I don't even back any of our strikers to even finish that because I think they'll just bust it over, such as Martial. Well, let's just forget about him. And the assist
let's-
to
let's
Greenwood.
Oh, this guy don't like
Can't
it.
no. Listen, shout out to Marshall. I hope he's recovering.
Hope
and
he's recovered. Yeah.
he gets back, gets a great
Bench, please,
preseason.
and then
No, wait,
then,
Jesse, don't say that. I trust Marshall to score that.
Yeah, man, he's a quality player, but people just forget. I know he's had a rubbish season, but
But that's the thing about fans. Like, what a player has a moment or something. It's like, now he's a crap player. I saw think,
not crap player, but he.
no, you say
right
let's
now
just forget about him.
Okay, cool. Let's just let him get some minutes in the under 23s and yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, it was a great finish, and then pass to Greenwood. Obviously, that was a difficult pass to play as well, and yeah, great mentality, great position to get his second goal as well. So yeah.
So you're not going Cavani. For me, I'm giving it to Bruno Fernandes. People say he doesn't turn up in the big games. Today, it looked like he took the game on his shoulders. Like he thought, I need to perform. I need to get my team through.
He owed us one because he hasn't performed in a long while.
Exactly.
Like performance, in terms of performance, yeah.
Got the opening goal, great finish. Obviously got the pen, had no doubts. 2 assists. Like what more can you ask for, man? I think, like I said, 26 goals, 16 assists in all comps this season. That is a madness. Like you guys know, I had my doubts, but
You had your doubts. Say the truth.
I was
You had your
thinking,
doubts.
can he do it again? Because obviously he came in January, he had a great 6 months or whatever it was.
Wait, Jerry, who did you name Player of the Year? You did name Bruno Player of the Year in the Premier League, did you? Know?
Yeah,
You
PFA.
did.
Yeah,
PFA, you did.
Because I
But
think
that was a joke. That was a joke, though. You didn't believe that.
So why would I say it?
No, because you said my
You
Chelsea
see?
top goal scorer.
So when I said it's a joke, now, but you guys said I was serious. Now you're telling me it's a joke. You're
I
just
didn't say
shouting
you were
rubbish.
serious.
You did. Every time you guys go,
Yeah, so
Martial
if you were serious, why would I be laughing then? If you were
Because
serious, why would they be
when I say
laughing?
I'm joking, you're like, no, you was actually serious, you know.
When did that? You're trying rubbish. I did not say that.
You're just lying. Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap up there. Listen, every United fan, we're gonna sleep good today. Yeah, Arsenal lost. We smashed Roma. It looks like we're in the final of the Europa League. It looks like we've broken the semi-final hoodoo. Shout out to Oli. Shout
Hey,
out to the
you know
boys.
so funny. I saw Oscar Sport. Well, only what did it? Oh, what did it? It was something. Break the conundrums or something. Break the semi-final.
The conundrum.
Conundrum. Yeah.
Listen,
Fam, some of those semi-finals we just didn't take it serious enough. I think that's true.
but it's still a mental block. But it looks like we're over it. Smash Roma today, and looks like we're into the final, May 26th. Hopefully, Arsenal, Villarreal. It doesn't matter which one, but whether you like, it is what it is. But yes, guys, we're gonna wrap up there. Thank you for tuning in. Like I always say, subscribe if you're new. We're gonna come with more content tomorrow, and obviously over the weekend, the big game against Liverpool. Yeah, man, should be a good game. Smash a like on the video, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.